Hi friends, welcome to Venky's channel. In the previous video, we have learnt about the form tag and the input tag and how to add text boxes in HTML using input tag. So let's open Sublime Text. In the previous video, we have added the first name with the first name text box. Similarly, I have created a text box for last name and email also. So let's open this file in browser. You can see that the first name has a text box and it is saying enter your first name. I can enter my name over here and it says my last name and I can enter here, and it says email ID and I can enter my email ID here. So as soon as we refresh the browser, all these will disappear. Now let's go back to Sublime Text, and between each of these I have given 2 BRs for proper spacing. And today we are going to learn how to add radio buttons and checkboxes in HTML. So let's learn what are radio buttons first. Radio buttons are used to provide 2 or more options to the user and allow him to select only one option. For example, gender. In gender, we give 2 options saying male and female, and the user should be able to select only one of these 2 radio buttons. So let's add that. So I'm adding gender, and let me give a colon, and in the next line let me give input, and let's give a tab before the input, and let me give input type equal to radio. Input type equal to radio means we are giving a radio button. So let me remove name and let me type ID. So ID will be, since this is a radio button, the ID will be RDB male. First we are doing for male, so RDB male, and then we have to give whether it's checked or not. By default, the radio button will not be selected. If we want it to be selected, we can give the checked attribute. Let's learn about this later. And another one is value. So let me give value equal to male, and then let me copy this line of code and then paste it in the next line, and let me change RDB male into RDB female, and let me change value to female. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now we can see that there is a gender appearing here and there are 2 buttons here. So let me select the first one and let me select the second one also. We are able to select both of these, but that's not how it's supposed to be. So for that, we have to tell the browser that these both radio buttons belong to the same group. We have never told that these both belong to the same group. So we have to tell that by using the name attribute. So we have to add a name attribute and we have to give a same name to both of these input tags. So this is gender and this is also gender. So name equal to gender for both of these. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now let's select the first one and let's select the second one. You can see that as soon as I select the second one, the first one is getting unselected. So if I select the first one again, the second one will be unselected. But you can see that nowhere male or female is mentioned. Just there are 2 buttons. How to understand what is male and what is female? So for that, we have to write male after the first one, and then we have to write female after the second one. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now we can see that there are 2 values, male and female. We can select any one of these. Now let's go back to Sublime Text and let's learn about another attribute of the radio button, which is checked. So by default, we want the gender to be male. So if I keep checked, and we have to remove the equal to and the double quotes, and let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now we can see that as soon as I refresh the browser, by default male is selected. Let's see what happens if we keep checked for both of these. So I have given checked for both of these. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now you can see that female is selected. The changes which we saved last are considered. So most recently we have told that female should be checked. So female is checked. So let's remove the checked attribute for both of these. So let me remove the checked attribute for male and then female. Now let's save our changes, and another attribute is disabled. So as we learned for text boxes, radio buttons also have disabled attribute. I have given disabled for male. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now you can see that the male button is disabled. We can't select the male option, but we can select the female option. And now let's remove the disabled option. And let's learn about checkboxes. So before that, let's give 2 BR tags after the gender. So now I have given 2 BR tags. We heard the checkbox term so many times, so we all might be familiar with checkboxes. If we want the user to select more than one option and among more than 2 options, we use the checkboxes. For example, if we want to ask what programming languages does the person know, so he should be able to select more than one option. So let me give what programming languages do you want to learn. Now I have written what programming languages do you want to learn. So let me add a BR tag for a line change, and then let's give input type equal to checkbox. So input type equal to checkbox. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now you can see that the text is appearing what programming languages do you want to learn, and there is a box. So I can select it like this, and again I can unselect it by clicking on it again. So let's create multiple checkboxes. So let's copy this and paste it for 3 times, and let's remove name and let's give id equal to chk for checkbox and then html. And in the next line, let me remove name again and give id, and let me give chk css. And in the next line, again let me remove name and type id, and then let me give the id as chk javascript. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now you can see that there are 3 checkboxes appearing, and we can select multiple checkboxes. And let's give a line change between all of these. So after the first one, let me add a BR tag, and let me copy this and then paste it in the next line, and in the next line too. It's not required for the last line, but let's give it. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now you can see that there is a line change between all 3 checkboxes. So let's go back to Sublime Text and let's write the name after each of these. So let me write HTML after the first input, and let me write CSS after the second input, and let me write JavaScript after the third input. So let me copy JavaScript and then paste it. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now you can see that the 3 checkboxes say HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So I can select multiple checkboxes. It's good to give the same name for all of these. So let me give name equal to languages. It's not required, but it's good to give because while processing the form, it will be helpful to get a list of the selected checkboxes. So I have copied this, and let me paste it in the second line and in the third line also. Now let's save our changes and let's learn about another attribute of checkbox, which is checked. So by default we can keep it checked. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now we can see that the first checkbox is checked. So similarly, we can check all the other checkboxes. So let me remove check for the first checkbox, and another attribute of the checkbox is disabled. So let me add disabled. The disabled attribute does not require an equal to and double quote, so let me remove it. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now we can see that the first checkbox is disabled. Friends, hope you have understood clearly about checkboxes and radio buttons in HTML. In the next video, we are going to learn how to add password fields in HTML. Bye friends.